Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Basement Monsters podcast. I'm Ivan Vargas, as always. My man in the dark, Luke Nettles. And to be honest with you, you're in the dark just like Bears and Bucks fans alike everywhere. Because yesterday was it was just a shit show to say the least with both teams. I know we didn't finish up yesterday. We were both dog tired, and then when I dropped you off at the crib, I was just like, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to muscle out this last one. So let's go ahead and just recap the blowout that was Saints and Bucks. Sorry to do it, but we got to finish up somewhere. It was something that I never thought was going to happen. I thought it was going to be a way closer game. I didn't think the Saints were going to just be as dominant as they were on defense and on offense. And it was just like, it was unbelievable. I was just like, where's the fight at a certain point in the Buccaneers?
Right. Yeah, they don't care. I don't know what their deal is. I mean, they ran the ball 4 times the whole game.
4 times.
4 times. Well, actually 5 because Gabbert taking a knee counts as a run.
That's right. It counts as a negative run.
Right. So yeah, they ran 5 times if you want to include that. So that'll just let you know exactly that they just gave up early in the game.
Right.
You know what I mean, like it's. I think they ran 2 in the first half and 2 in the second, and that was it. Yeah, it was bad for Brady. I mean, it was bad for the defense. It was just an all-around bad loss for the whole team.
Yeah, and you know what? Brady seemed pissed after the game. He knows that there needs to be changes. 5 times isn't enough. It's not enough with 2 running backs, 2 big running backs like that. You're not getting any push from your offensive line if that's the case. But you didn't even give him a chance with 3 rushes. You gave Fournette. What was it? Fournette had 2, or Jones had 2, and Fournette had 1, or vice versa. And I think Brady had a rush with the Gabbert knee at the end. That's not going to get it done. How do you expect to go deep on a team when they know you're not running the ball? The Bucs were trying to go blow for blow with the Saints when they just should have tried to control the clock and not try to get into a track meet with them.
Yeah, I mean, at least you're keeping, and also with running the ball, you're keeping Drew Brees off the damn field. So going 3 and out every time you drive, you ain't doing nothing but helping the Saints by doing that. Because you're allowing their offense to get back on the field more times than your offense. I don't know what the problem is. This is 2 weeks in a row that they've looked like straight shit. Just a big steaming pile. I can't hear you.
I said, yeah, because if you go ahead and you go and you take that division lightly and you end up running into multiple losses, the Panthers are going to fight. They're right on your ass. I mean, I got Christian McCaffrey re-injured himself, but but if he ends up being fine, I didn't even check if he's all right or not. But if he ends up being all right, that like you said, that Panthers team is totally different with CMC there. It's totally different with CMC in the ball game. And you saw that because they put up 31 points against KC and matched them.
Almost beat them.
Yeah,
I mean, McCaffrey just has his shoulder injuries day to day, but that team is a whole nother beast, man. When he's back on that field, that's exactly what's going to happen. Is the Panthers are going to come back and get second place in the division. If Tampa keeps playing like this, it's going to be a long, ugly road.
Let's go ahead and move over to this Monday night game quickly because we got What's Up Cuz coming up at 6 o'clock from 6 to 8 with Lance Irving Jr. and Jason Palmer. But I want to get to this Patriots and Jets game because the Jets are who they are, 0-8, looking to they're the leaders in the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes. I don't see them winning this game whatsoever. But New England is on a kind of 4-game losing streak. The Patriots haven't won since they beat the Oakland Raiders in week 3.
Wow. Yeah, there's not much there. I mean, we talked about it yesterday a little bit. We obviously now know that it's the player that makes the coach, because the coach can't do anything with that team now. And Cam's I feel like Cam needs to start looking for a backup job somewhere.
I think Cam. Well, the thing is that they have nobody in place for Cam.
No, that's 100% right.
They're expecting to plug Cam Newton in, and him just okay. I can make a Hogan better. I can make a random player a Pro Bowler. You know what I mean? I could do that. No, Cam Newton's not going to be able to do that within New England. He's not Tom Brady. Cam needed to go to a team that was ready and acclimated to acclimate itself to his skill set. He's not. If that's not it in New England, they're asking him to do things where it's like I get you're trying to be a different type of Cam Newton, but it just seems to not be working out. Like Cam doesn't want to take that type of punishment to the body anymore.
Yeah, I mean, or is it that he's just basically trying to save himself now because he wants the hell out of New England?
That could be.
If you see what they're doing, I mean, there's no reason to stay.
Yeah, it could be one and done. It could be one and done in New England. But I mean, for me, it's who else signs you? If you don't perform, if you don't turn this thing around for Cam Newton, if you don't turn your season around, where's the next job going to come from? You know what I mean? Where's the next place you're going to go to? Because you're only on a 1-year contract. I mean, do you think New England's going to re-sign him after this year if they don't make the playoffs, or if they don't, at least have a winning record? No.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, like I said, that's what I'm saying. Like if this is who he is and this is how he's going to be playing, he just needs to start looking for a backup job somewhere, because there's not a team on in the NFL that I would say would be like, yeah, go ahead and start for my team. I think that we got to start looking at him. That's great. He's this and he works out like a beast and blah 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 blah. So what? It doesn't translate to the field. That's great. That's great. He can bench press 600 pounds. Can he throw a football to an open receiver? Can he run? Can he make the right play call? Can he do anything?
Not only can he run, can he run without looking like he's in pain? Can he run without looking like he's a Frankenstein? Because it looked a little robotic.
Yeah, it just looks like like he's stiff or something. I don't really know what the deal is, but I mean, he's definitely not a miracle man, and the Patriots need a miracle. So there's that. I don't know what else to say about the Patriots.
Right now, it doesn't look good for Bill Belichick. It looks like it looks like Bill's losing this divorce between the Patriots, Brady, and you know what? To be honest with you, good for Tom, but Tom's got some problems of their own. They got problems of their own. Tom knows it. But sticking with this New England and New York game, the Jets. The whole thing about surrounding the Jets right now, the Jets have no story this season. The Jets' story is: are they going to get Trevor Lawrence? Are they going to suck enough to get Trevor Lawrence? And and at 0-8 right now, it's looking the future's looking bright at 0-8 for the Jets. I don't know if I want to play there if I'm Trevor Lawrence, an organization that would willingly risk the careers of other players to tank for one player that may or may not be there for them.
And he may or may not translate.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because he's lighting it up now doesn't mean he's going to come in and light it up. I mean, that's we've had a couple do that here over the past couple of years, but then we've also had a few that you're just like, yeah, nah, you're probably not going to make it, bud. So you got Burrow, you got Kyler. They got a couple that have been coming out and translating, and I think Clemson runs him close enough to a pro style offense. So I do think he'll be okay. My biggest question is.
Right.
If the Jets are doing this in order to get him, what if he doesn't want to play there and decides I'm not coming out? I'm going to play another year, and then who do you go after?
Well, now that he doesn't even technically need to play another year. He just say, "Well, I'm sitting out till the next draft." What are you going to do about it? He'll just sit out a year, train for a whole year. We've seen Le'Veon Bell do that shit. We've seen other players sit out, train, and then get another gig. Why not a guy who could go ahead and learn from some private coaching and whatnot, probably some ex-NFLers, probably some ex-NFL coaches or NFL coaches rather, and and just build up to that next year where you're not the number one draft pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and he would be the number one draft. Well, I'm talking about where the Jets don't hold the number one draft pick.
Right. Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, he could very well do that. He could also pull an Eli Manning and be, get drafted by New York and be like, I'm not going to play for you guys. You need to find a draft partner, or a trade partner. I mean, and then go ahead and work your way somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
As of right now, I mean, I don't know. I could see maybe Gruden trying to finagle something with the Jets, because I don't think he's sold on Carr at all.
Gruden would have to give up, and I bet you they would give up like the first.
They gave up Khalil Mack. I mean, they don't have a problem giving stuff up.
Yeah, they'd give up the next like 2 or 3 first round draft pick. I would feel that would be something that the Jets would go after. Maybe the next 2, and then like a second and a second and like a fifth, or like a third and like a sixth, or a 4 or a fifth somewhere. Like nothing. I mean, nothing that would be like maybe 3 would be pushing it, but 2.
Hey,
2
maybe
years in a row, 2 years in a row, you get first round draft picks for Trevor Lawrence plus kickers with the later round picks.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, it might also be that other team with the 1-star rating. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys, because they only have 1 star in their helmet, and they're 1-star talent this year.
1-star talent.
Yeah, so. I mean, who knows? Maybe your homeboy Jerry Jones puts together a package and maybe they go after Trevor Lawrence and let Dak go to Chicago or wherever else he might end up.
This race,
it's going to be interesting.
This race to the bottom is going to be interesting because you have a team like the New York Jets, right? I mean, excuse me, the New York Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Where we watched them. They won yesterday, but we watched them. We go from 1-7 to 2-7. We see the Dallas Cowboys go from 2-1 or 2 either way to 2-7. Those guys are shockingly they're still in the running to get you.
Yeah.
The only one that is the real true front runner is the New York Jets. To be honest, the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. But like the Jaguars, I think the Jaguars are going to win a couple more games. I think the Bengals are going to fare a little bit better. The Chargers don't need anybody at quarterback. You know what I mean? These are the bottom feed. Maybe the Detroit Lions, but they already have 3 wins, and I think they're going to go ahead and probably end up beating the Bears later on this season. Mm-hmm. But those are the teams that right now, like I honestly, I think that's where it comes down to. You got maybe see the NFC East blows my mind because none of these teams should be anywhere in any position. Like if there was a lower position than 4th in that division, 3 out of the 4 probably should be there. Maybe 4 or 4. You know what I mean? It could be a tie. Yeah. This is a tie for last, is what it is.
Yeah, it's it's baffling that you could have. I mean, it's usually you got 1 bad team in each division, but this was a whole division, so you got 4 bad teams,
right?
All in one division, and that's it's pathetic. But like we keep talking about, like it's going to end up being somebody that's 5-11 that wins this division, or maybe 6-10. It's going to be ugly, and they're going to get bounced out the first round of the playoffs. But
5-11. So can you imagine if it's the Eagles and the Eagles only win 2 more fucking games?
Yeah,
you would have to find a way to rewrite who gets in and who gets out of the playoffs because
for sure
have that like okay you're the number 1 seed. Let's say they're 6-10, right? They get blown out in the first round. Whoever wins the division. They get blown out in the first round. Just not even close. It's a massacre. It's a Jaguar 63, Dolphins 0. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Marino's last game of his career. That's what I could see happening to one of these teams going up against a playoff team.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. No matter which one. I mean, unless one of them gets hot, who knows? Maybe one of them catches on. Something clicks for one of them. And they put up another five wins throughout the rest of the year. Who knows? But the way it's trending right now, it's looking like somebody's going to win this division with 6 wins.
Yeah, 6. I think 6 wins probably is the over. But like it is what it is, man. It's been a weird season, and right now we have like I said, we talked about it yesterday. I don't see anybody that's besides maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers by record because we saw them have struggles with Dallas. I don't see any team that's like leaps and bounds above the rest, including the Kansas City Chiefs.
Right. Yeah. No. I mean, like the Chiefs, like that offense in Carolina isn't stellar. It's just better now that they have McCaffrey. But I mean, they came out and punched it right in the mouth. It was like, hey, listen, you're not going anywhere. Like we're going to hang right here. We're going to be right on your hip. Like that, and they're not, like I said, they're not a high powered offense. But we talked earlier in the year. I think it was about the Raiders and Chiefs game. Yeah, where we saw that their secondary is a little susceptible. So yeah, there's a lot of talent, and it's like I agree with you though about no one team being like leaps and bounds above everybody else. I mean, obviously you got to put the Steelers at the top just because they haven't lost yet, and then obviously the Chiefs probably just because they can just hit you so fast. But it seems to be that their defense also gives it up just as quick as the offense puts it on the board. Right. So they might find themselves getting in a shootout game somewhere along the playoffs and not be able to keep up because that defense won't be able to stop somebody. But we'll see. I mean, we got to keep it going, and we got to continue to watch games like this on prime time.
Right. We'll see. We'll see what happens tonight. Let's wrap it up, dude. Give me your predictions on tonight, Pats and Jets. I think it's going to be a blow. I think New England's going to win it. I'll let you give your prediction first, and then it's gonna
be a 0-0 tie.
Can you imagine that shit?
That would be hilarious. No, but
I swear to God, with the way you predict some of the shit you predict, I wouldn't be surprised for a 0-0 tie going into the fourth.
That would be hilarious, man. That would be hilarious. But I just think the Jets are just bad and just that bad that I'm actually going to pick for the Patriots. But it's I'm looking at maybe like 17-6, 17-9.
Okay. That defense. Let's see. I'm going to go a little bit higher for New England. I'm going to go 30 to about. I'm going to go upward. We're going to go 30-12. I think they're going to kick 4 field goals. I don't think the Jets are going to get into the end zone today. And I think New England will do enough that it'll be close. It'll be kind of back and forth for the first half, and I think New England will just kind of separate itself come the third quarter on.
Mm-hmm. I can see it. I mean, like I said, we gotta watch it. They gotta play the game, but like I said, I'm not happy I have to watch this game. Wasn't happy I had to watch last night's game either. So don't. Oh God.
Right. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and take off. Hey, remember, check out What's Up, Cuz right after this. It's at 6. Starts at 6 o'clock. With Jason Palmer and his cousin Lance Irving Jr. It's a great show. They're going to have, I believe they have Tom Izzo on tonight. I forgot who their other guest was on. Tom Izzo, Michigan State head coach. And then, I'm so mad I forgot their second guest. But anyway, check it out. It's gonna be great. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. We're going to watch this Pats and Jets. We'll see you guys at the half. Peace.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.
I just heard my favorite band is in town. I'd love to get good seats, but everywhere I've looked, the ticket sites have crazy service fees.
Haven't you heard of TixBlitz?
Who?
TixBlitz. They don't gouge you with crazy fees. The price they advertise is the price you pay, plus a small delivery fee.
Never pay service fees again. Go to TixBlitz.com today. TixBlitz.com. Guaranteed seats, low prices. That's TixBlitz.com. Every ticket, every venue, everywhere.